Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We've got some Red Dragon darts for you today. We've got the number one himself, Luke Humphries Darts, and these are the Prestige Darts. Tell that with all that gold inlay, definitely matching in with that trophy look. What I think we'll do is we'll go and get these over to the table, get them out and have a closer look. So we're over at the table and we've got the Luke Humphries Prestige Darts. Looking forward to getting these out. I do like the sort of like look through the window at the dart, but let's have a look at the box. We've got an image there of Cool Hand Luke, obviously holding his trophy, another one of him celebrating. We've got his signature, Red Dragon name, and down here it says we've got the 22 grams steel tip and they are match weighted. Over on the back of the box, we've got some more images there of Luke Humphries, designed by Luke, made by Red Dragon and played by you. We've got the lifetime barrel guarantee and some other media stuff, and obviously the barcode showing, again, Luke Humphries 22 gram. Let's get the dart box open. I do like these boxes. They sort of like seal with a magnet that holds everything in place really, really well. It's got an EVA foam insert holding the three sort of like set up barrel and stems, and then you've got the Cool Hand Luke flights just in behind that middle one. Let's get one of the darts out. Starting at the front of the dart, we've got a standard black coated point, adds a bit more grip going into the board. Then we have this tapered conical nose that goes, I'd say about a fifth of the dart, possibly even a sixth, with some rings and grooves cut in. The grooves are really, really narrow but quite deep. There's 4 rings there before going into the first section of the main grip, which is a 3 ring grip with lateral grooves cut in. The spaces between the rings are really, really narrow. Either side is definitely the same width as the ring itself, but it definitely feels quite nice. I can feel it on my finger and thumb. Then we go into this section here, which has the number 1 etched in with this gold inlay all the way round. Then we have another 3 ring section with those lateral grooves, which makes up half of the dart. Then we have the taper that goes to the back, which is separated. We've got a single ring there, and then we have an evenly spaced wide ring that's smooth, and then we have one of those lateral grooved rings going down in a group of 4, and I've noticed that they're staggered as well, like a brick pattern, which is slightly different to this grip at the front. But overall, you've got like a push point here that's less grippy, and then a much grippier section at the front if you're a front gripper or mid gripper. Obviously slightly front weighted as well. Balance feels quite nice. We've got the etched in Red Dragon logo on this back ring before going into the Cool Hand Nitro stem with that gold inlay and the yellow writing. Overall, the dart balance feels really, really nice. Obviously, I use a push point, so I'm looking forward to giving these a go. Measurements on this at its widest part is 7.3 millimeters, and the barrel length is only 43.2, so not an overly long dart, but definitely with that sort of like balance point being slightly forward, it's going to fly in and sort of like dig into the board quite well. What I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the board and we'll have a throw. Okay, so we're over in the dart room with the Red Dragon Cool Hand Luke Prestige Darts. Really, really nice looking dart. It's got that number 1 etched in with the gold inlay. Quite nice as his number 1 sort of thing. I'd mostly change the flights a little bit, but the dart balance and the shape is just what I'm liking at the moment. So hopefully I'll get a nice push point and a clean release. I'm going to have a couple of throws to get used to them, and then we'll go into our practice routine. So let's see how we get on. Ooh, dropped a little bit. Right, nice ton 40. We snuck that one in the middle. Always like a good ton plus. Oh, move my shoulder. Right, a little bit wild with that one, but that's me, not the darts. I dropped in my shoulder a little bit, but that's just a little bit of tenseness. Hopefully I'll loosen up. The dart's flying quite consistent. I am getting a clean release with my hand. It's just making corrections with my whole body, unfortunately. But yeah, we should be all right and go straight into our 201 practice routine. Game on. Or just a little bit higher, 139. Left ourselves 62. All right, dropped into the 15. That was a shame. And in 3 darts. There we go. We tidied it up after that miss. Well, 6 darts, I was happy. It would have been nice to get that treble 19 to be on for the 4. But all in all, the darts flew really, really nice. I do love the balance of them. It's not grippy at the back, so I'm getting a nice clean release and I'm not catching either. So all in all, these definitely could be a daily dart for me. So yeah, let's go have a final thought. Well, I thought I could possibly have got a 4 darter there, just missing that treble 19, but ended up doing it in 6 darts, so I'm more than happy with that. It's definitely better than I usually do. I love the shape of this dart. It wasn't overly grippy because most of the grip is there at the front, but with that staggered sort of like lateral grooved ring grip, almost sort of like a brick pattern or something, that worked really, really well for me. It wasn't massively grippy, it was quite smooth, so I'm only going to give that area a 1.5, and it's a little bit higher just because it's on a taper, so it gave me a bit of a push point. But the balancing and the length and everything worked really well for me. It's sort of like kept in keeping with the sort of dart I've been throwing lately, and the balance was really, really nice. Went in at a beautiful angle. The weights that this come in is 22, 23, and 24, so a decent range. I love the fact that they're not skipping just evens or odds, they are going in between as well. So it opens it up to a vaster array of players. Price point for this is £69.90. It's a 90% tungsten dart, but they are a Luke Humphries dart, and with that extra milling and the inlays of like the gold color and everything, it usually adds quite a lot to the price point. And 69.90 you would normally pay just for a player's dart nowadays anyway, but with the extra milling and that brings it into a decent price point. If you've got a set of these or looking at getting a set, or you've got a question, let us know down in the comment section. I will try and get back to you when I can. And make sure you head on over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv. Maybe even leave your own review on the darts that you've got, because it can help other people make their mind up on sets of darts, especially if they can't get to a dart shop or anything. Make sure you check out Superfans while you're over there. There's giveaways on there every month, and there's quite a few to be had, and also some discounts, so it's worth checking out. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell. We've got lots of stuff coming up in the future. Could even be a new release that you didn't even know that was coming out, so make sure you check those out. And as always, come back and see us again soon. Bye.